Hello, and welcome back to the Design Plus podcast. Today, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this community, the conversations, for sharing maybe with others, for taking time to honor yourself and get some insights from someone online that you don't know but maybe really resonate with. It's been 1 year since I started this podcast in 2023, I think October, November of that fall of that year. And I started it because I had a lot to say about the workforce, how to make a living in this society, day and age where there's so much pressure, there's so much competition, confusion, and I wanted to hopefully be a breath of fresh air. I wanted to be able to share my perspective, share the learnings. I don't think there are mistakes. Maybe there are, there are crimes and things. But I think when it comes to our journey and self-development, there aren't mistakes. There are things that maybe are better for us and some things that are not as helpful, that are worse for us. But that doesn't mean that they have less value. It just means that now we know what not to do. And now we know what is going to help us get in a better direction or go in the direction that we really want to go in. So I wanted to share all of that and of course, give light a little bit to my services and business and how I want to help others, how I show up for others, as a guide, as a coach, as someone who is also part of this money-making system, but wants to do it in a way that is sustainable, in a way that feels soulful and conscientious, in a way that is mindful and is a win-win. That it's not just me putting money in my pocket or just you putting in money in your pocket and then you're working for someone else and maybe you're not happy about it, or you want to be able to release the fear and take more risks or whatever the case may be. But that both of us, that you feel that you get what you need and that is helpful and is of service to you, and also me too, so that I'm also able to continue to grow on this journey of lifestyle building, career journey, career building, and business building for those of us who enjoy that, feel recognized and feel that that's the direction we want to go in. So thank you. Thank you so much for this 1 year of the first year of the Design Plus podcast. All the guests I've had this year, all of the recaps, because there were a few topics and themes that outshined or outlived others, like the yoga yamas and niyamas, applying yogic philosophy to our careers and lifestyle, the importance of emotions, using our careers as a form of self-help and self-discovery, and so many more. So I'm so grateful and honored and appreciative of your time, your energy, that you have chosen to listen to my words and support me in that way, and support yourself, giving again that time to yourself to think about things maybe in a different way in terms of your job search, job building, finding your passion, your purpose, thinking about those things in a different way, seeing things maybe more holistically. I use this 4-pillar system: body, mind, spirit, and heart, and being able to kind of apply that, use that method to from the ground up, from the roots. As I like to talk about nature and environmental analogies on this podcast, from the roots up in your life, in your lifestyle. So here's to year 2, season 2 of the Design Plus podcast. If you are interested in being a guest on the show, or if you know someone who has a lot to say about their career, their lifestyle building, their business, please feel free to check out the show notes where I have the link, my Google Calendar link, where you can reserve your slot and you and I can schedule time to talk for about no more than an hour, I think. No guest has, I think, gone over an hour. And if we do, and if we have more to talk about, I'll bring you on for another episode. So no worries or no time constraints there. And if you have suggestions, any topics, things that maybe I haven't covered or I haven't covered in depth in some of the episodes, if you have some favorite episodes and you'd like me to go back and maybe explore them, update them, please send me an email. Shoot me an email or comment, either on YouTube, on Spotify. I think there's a poll, a Q&A poll, where I'll receive your feedback, see what I can do, how to incorporate that into season 2. And with all of that, again, I just wanted to say how appreciative I am, because I did not have any clear expectation or goals in mind when starting this podcast. It was really just something that I enjoyed, because I've done it. I've managed podcasts professionally for work, but being able to create a space that's entirely my own, our own, with a global audience and other people who resonate and maybe are going through similar struggles or have similar experiences and perspectives, and maybe want to explore other things, other ways to think about work, to navigate building a lifestyle and all of that. It's really beautiful. So you are so welcome here. You are so honored and recognized here. I hope that you have found a space where you feel safe, where you feel seen, and where hopefully your career, your job search, your purpose, passion, all of that can be held and hugged and supported. And if I am not the right coach for you, or if we're not a fit, hopefully this podcast, my YouTube, all of these different, mainly the podcast, because it also lives on YouTube, which is why I keep referencing YouTube. I hope that this podcast has been a support, a place where you can release your stress and feel seen, heard, recognized, maybe have other options for going about things at work, even outside of work. Because as I said, I think in some multiple episodes, work, our careers are very synonymous with our relationships. The things that we do at work, sometimes the performative things, the organization, definitely project management, they apply to our relationships and how we can streamline, kind of life hack our lifestyles. So they're not separate. That's something that I have talked about in other previous episodes, is that what we do in one area of life applies to other areas. So that's why I call myself a holistic career and lifestyle coach, because I'm not of the mindset that career is separate, or that you have this personal and professional life. Although people say that you can leave your emotions at the door, or, one thing is personal and then don't mix it with the work and all of that, that's impossible. It's stupid. It's not real. We're all people, first and foremost. the boundaries and the things that we do in order to take care of ourselves and kind of compartmentalize how vulnerable or how exposed we feel we want to be at work, that's up to us. But that doesn't mean that these areas of our lives are separate. So here's to continuing to defy the status quo. Here's to continuing to be the rebels, professional job hoppers, the career seekers, the purpose driven, conscientious, soulful professionals, creatives, out of the box, outliers, however else we want to define or try to use the words to depict, right? To resonate with what's inside of us, with how we identify. Here's to all of us and this awesome year of growth, learning, community, conversation. Thank you so much. And I will see you all or hear from you all in the next year with season 2. Bye for now and be well.